Hey everyone, welcome back to Stone's Hill Homestead. If you're new here, I'm Kim, and today we are doing peaches. I've been a little bit delayed on the Every Bits Counts challenge, and so I just wanted to touch base with you that it's just been a busy summer, and I'm loading up these videos, and although they will be late and they won't come on the planning time of Jessica's challenge from Three Rivers Homestead, I'm still going to post them so that we can do that. These peaches I got at E&S Sales in Shipshewana, Indiana, and I just got a half a bushel, and they are Freestone peaches, and they are absolutely beautiful. Peaches have been pretty expensive over the past couple seasons, and so I was happy to find these at a great price. And of course, peach season has come and gone now by the time this video is posted, but I want to show you I've blanched my peaches and I've skinned them, and you can see that I'm getting ready here to put them in jars. Now I do put a preservative on them to keep them from turning brown, but I don't use the kind that that will affect the flavor, I guess, only the color. And you will see as I go through here that because I don't use those heavy preservatives, they do start turning brown on me a little bit later in the video. But it doesn't affect the quality of the product. These are just wonderful. So I'm starting to check out the jars here. The pint jars is the size that we use, and I'm looking to see if I can put the halves in the jar. And for what we use, I would really like to keep them whole, but you can't get many in the jar. So I'm dumping them back out, and I ended up slicing them, and that'll be perfect for fresh, I shouldn't say fresh eating, but for eating come this fall and winter when I'm making cobblers, or just eating these peaches with cottage cheese or just by themselves. I wasn't sure how many pint jars I was going to end up with, but it was a perfect amount for us. So I am going to slice these in the jars. Once I get them all sliced, then I will make a syrup for them and get them put up for the winter. And we'll be doing a water bath process, and we will be using simple syrup on them. And while I continue to cut these, what have you guys all been doing? I have been trying to keep up on my garden this summer, on everything that we've been doing. And Every Bits Counts challenge did get away from me, I'll be honest. I've recorded some videos and content for you all, and like I said, it's just going to be late. Once I get these all cut, I will come back and we will proceed to the next step. And here you see all the jars now are packed. And you can see some of the peaches are starting to turn on me a little bit because I don't use that Fruit Fresh, I think is what it's called. I use a mixture of, some lemon juice, just enough to keep them from browning. And here you see me pouring over a simple syrup, and I'm just filling these up, getting my proper headspace. And you will also see in a couple of my jars here later on that I do reuse some jars and lids with that button top. I love saving these for any kind of water bath projects, and don't be afraid to do that. These are great for your water bath projects. I've never tried to pressure can them again, and I don't think I ever will. I will continue to use my 4 jars lids for that, and make sure that that's always done in my pressure canner. But don't be afraid to use those or reuse those pickle jars that have that button top lid. And now I am done filling the jars, and I am going to debubble them and make sure I've got the proper head space for all of them. I'm just using a spatula, silicone spatula, just to not damage the peaches, and check them all. Once I am done with this, I will wipe and clean all the rims. I will adjust the head space as needed after debubbling, and then I will wipe all the rims off. I'm moving the camera so you can see a little bit better here. And it looks like we're going to have plenty for our eating for the winter. And I'm just topping off the jars now with that simple syrup, and then we'll get the lids on and get them in the canner. I'm taking vinegar here, and I'm wiping off the rims, getting all that sticky off of there because I don't want to jeopardize the seal. So I am making sure everything is nice and clean. And as I'm doing this, I'm also checking for any kind of chips or rough spots in that jar. Now here's one of those pickle jars that I said I reuse. I'm making sure that that button lid is on there tight. It's a different kind of tight than it would be for lids and rings. And here's another Vlasic jar, and I did put some whole or half peaches in those bigger jars because they were able to fit a little bit nicer. And I'm putting on the 4 jars lids, which have been phenomenal. They are my go-to lid. You will see me use other lids, but 4 jars by far is the best lid that I've had with the least amount of failures. And the failures I have had were user error, had nothing to do with the lid itself. I am taking a few peaches out of some of these jars. They were over full when I saw as I was putting the lids on, so I had to adjust that headspace on those so that we don't want lids to buckle. When you put on the rings for the 4 jars lids, I tighten and then I turn back just a touch to loosen up that ring so that will help me keep them from buckling. But they're snug, they're not tight. If you over tighten, there's a good chance that your lids will buckle or just plain not seal. So make sure when you're doing that with these 4 jars lids that you are really cautious and really thinking about it. Too loose, they'll blow off. Too tight, they can buckle. It's just a science, I guess. There's just no way to tell you exactly how loose or how tight they need to be. Just be cautious. Everything here now is in the water bath canner, and I am water bathing according to the guidelines. I am done now canning, and as you can see, previous video I did my rhubarb, and I have finished these 15 jars of peaches, and I'm very pleased with the amount that I got. And I just want to thank each and every one of you. Give me a thumbs up, ring that bell if you want to see future videos, and as always, be blessed and laugh as much as you breathe. Have a great day, everyone.